Well, hi. A very good evening. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how a soft mind will always sabotage a strong body. Now, this idea stems from the fact on as to how there are men in today's society who think that hitting the gym and building a strong body is all that is required of them. Well, yes, hitting the gym is hard constantly when you're doing it with a good progress chart and you're growing in life. It is hard, but if you make the gym your existence, you're bound to fall like a fucking rock. So let's get started with this video. This video is going to be a bit raw. I do have bullet points written there on my laptop, but I'm going to talk from my heart. And if you're from my Instagram, thank you for following me on there. I'm going to be more consistent with YouTube. And yes, let's begin with the video. The illusion of gym strength. Let's talk about that first. A lot of people have this tendency to think that if they hit the gym, if they have the perfect body, if they have the perfect abs, the perfect back, the perfect shoulder, life is gonna be a-okay. Well, let me be the person to tell you that nothing's further from the truth. First of all, if you do get that body, if you do get that look that you so desire, you will have to keep on working the same level of work. You will have to keep the same degree of tension and stress on your life to retain that body. So you cannot be like, you cannot act like, oh, I got the body now, I'll just chill. That does not work. You need to keep up with the work, you need to keep up with the stress, you need to keep up with the diet, the consistency. Well, yes, that does end up inducing a lot of discipline in you in regards to the gym. But in other aspects of your life, that may not be the case all the time. Strength in life requires more than physical capability. Let's say you get heartbroken. What muscle are you going to use then? Let's say someone you loved betrays you. Maybe it's a cousin, it's a brother. What will you do then? What muscle will you use then? A lot of boys these days do not work on their mind. They work on the body constantly, side raises, bench press, all the fucking time. Now look, I myself hit the gym a lot and I love it. That is why I'm able to say these things, because I have experienced both worlds, the mental and the physical. So I'm not talking out of my ass here. And having trained a lot of people through my program, the Synergy program, if you're on my Instagram, you know about that. I know what lies deep inside the male mind. I also have a lot of female clients, but they are much easier to handle because I feel for some reason the female mind is more, they desire more growth. I don't know why. This is a new finding that I'm finding. Anyway, I digress. Physical training alone does not build mental resilience. To build mental resilience, you need to calm your mind, focus on your mind, your thoughts, the quality of your thoughts, and not just focus on the growth in the gym. To do the things that you're only good at is boring, first of all. And this I preach everywhere and to everyone, that focusing on the mind is way harder, and growing your mind is way harder than growing the body. And I stand by it. What does a soft mind even look like? Let's take the gym for an example. Quitting when workouts feel difficult. I've had people within the program who, because their workouts are grueling and they need that look, they need that goal in the next 6 months, they will break off or they will ask me to reduce the intensity of the workout and whatnot. And when they say that, I do understand that they have started to deviate from our primary goal, which was not to build the body, it was to build resilience. It was not to build the body, it was to build resilience. A constant habit of seeking comfort instead of progress. Things get hard, the diet gets hard, the workout gets hard. Can I eat a bit of this? Can I go out with my girl, eat a bit of this? Can I go out with my family, with my boyfriend? These people think they have infinite time, and it is because they think they have infinite time, they have reached ages of 33 looking like a fucking blob. And I do not promote that, you should just have an 8-pack and look rock solid all the time. Well, that should be the goal. I'm not gonna lie. I did set that goal for myself and I retain it. Okay, so it is doable, and I do run a couple of businesses on the side as well. So it is not like it is out of the blue or I'm talking out of my ass. I know very well that people who have that desire to be excellent do achieve it. It's just not you. What you want Is comfort to sit with the woman that you love in her arms in the fucking bed, watch some Netflix shit and sleep. That is you. Do not, present your insecurities as a fact to other people. It is you. It is your shortcoming, your failure to reach your goal. Say it for what it is. Needing motivation instead of relying on discipline. If you need to be told that I need to be doing this and I can do this, there are people who need affirmations in life. Oh, you can do this, I believe in you, you are the best there is, and blah blah. Then you're a slave to those affirmations. Discipline is the ethic of doing what is required to be done irrespective of what you feel in the moment. Think about your father. When he didn't want to work most of the days, but he did for you stupid ass. For you, he did, because he wanted to put food on the table for you. He wanted to see you happy. He might not even had come home on time to see you, but he did for you. And look at yourself. Now I'll talk about the traits of a strong mind. Showing up when emotions are on the low. These men abide by the rule of discipline. Discipline over emotions, discipline over mood, discipline over life circumstances any day. I once met an athlete, this was 4 years ago, who came to the gym with his head completely shaved. And I understood that he had lost his father, but he had his competition 2 weeks from that day and he couldn't skip training. That is the essence of discipline instilled in a man. Aim to be that. Discipline is me looking at that 74-year-old, 73-year-old elderly woman in the gym trying to walk, holding the sides of the treadmill. That is discipline. Discipline is me looking at the old guard at my society gate who is working day and night to feed his family. Discipline is what gets the world going. Not your emotions, not your stupid ass K-drama. Discipline. Now, these people also have a habit of accepting discomfort as a part of growth. They have a tendency to accept pain and to understand that pain is the primary derivative, the primary force or go-to material required to grow. If there's no pain, you're rarely growing. Growth never happens in a comfortable place. It rarely ever happens there. Let's talk a bit about the philosophical insight about what I'm yapping on. Strength is just not how much weight you can lift. It is also how much pain you can carry, how much trauma you can deal with, how much stress can you walk with, smile with. It is how you respond to pressure and difficulty. A strong mind can always build a strong body. That is the rule that we live by at Synergy. And I always tell this to clients repeatedly, that no matter what's going on in your life, if you have a strong mind, even if you have incurred a health issue, if you have a strong mind, it will eventually come around because you see life differently than others. However, a soft mind will eventually weaken even a strong body. I don't need to explain on that. If you have a weak ass fucking mind, as soon as you face a bit of challenges, or your ex shows up, or your girlfriend leaves you, or your parents have a fight, you're gonna fold in a circle and cry in your bedroom. Well, that is you. The gym essentially can build your muscles, but discipline builds character, and character is what you should chase, not the body. Well, that's gonna be the video for today. I know it was a bit raw. I did have a bit of bullet points there, but I really stuck to them. And thank you for watching. If you liked it, subscribe it. My Instagram is mentioned in the description below, and thank you.